And hey guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Real apologies for the delay. We were just setting stuff up in the background, and as you guys know, I have been going down a rabbit hole known as the SEGA Dreamcast. So thank you for your patience. And today we are checking out many things. Dreamcast, we're going to have a look at some games, but that isn't the biggest focus today. There's a lot of software available for the SEGA Dreamcast that makes the user experience so much better. We're talking about open menu. We're talking about particular GUIs made for games, and one of the biggest developers on the homebrew scene is RazorX, and he's here with me today. Razor, do you want to say hello and just introduce yourself? Let us know a little bit about what you do. Tell us what you know about what you do for the Dreamcast, what you like about the Dreamcast, and we can start having a look at some of your contributions to the Dreamcast community.
That's a lot.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I'm RazorX, and I develop software for the Dreamcast. Have done other systems and stuff in the past, but my main focus at the moment is Dreamcast. Just various utilities and applications to make the process a lot simpler for people, especially people new to the scene.
Excellent. Okay, so what shall we kind of begin with? What's the first? So let's say, for example, now you have got yourself a SEGA Dreamcast, and what would you recommend? Is a GDemu a must, or is it still okay playing games via, the old disc way?
It depends what you want, really, what you're looking for. If you're only really interested in buying official games and so on, then that's definitely the way to go. But obviously games are getting pretty expensive right now, and a lot of people don't have a huge amount of space. So I would say for the majority, if you're not too keen on filling up your house full of discs, then a GDemu is definitely the way to go.
Okay, so let's have a look. So what I'm going to do now is we're loading Cannon Spike here. This is a game it's a game that I very much like. It's a combination between Capcom and I think it's called like Psycho, Psycho. Pretty sure the P is silent, and it's like a run and gun shmuppy bird's eye view commando style of thing. And yeah, you can pick characters out of the Capcom universe. But let's do a reset, and we're going to go back to our GDemu because I literally don't have any space. Even when I'm doing this stream now, I am squashed. By the way, guys, we are streaming this in 1080p today, even though I'm using the Morph4K to upscale it to 4K. And that's just because if you guys have got any questions or anything you want to ask, if you've got any questions about the Dreamcast, ask this guy. He will be able to answer them. It's a little bit of a difficult stream in how we're going to kind of handle things and do stuff. So this here is GDemu. It's really cool, and it's using open menu now. So shall we have a look? So Razor was actually kind enough to make me a theme. That's why we were late. We were trying to kind of rush it on their lastminute.com. And let's have a look at theme, right? Let's see if that theme shows up here. Hopefully it does. Is it going to show up here, Razor? No, custom line.
No.
No?
I'm working on that right now.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll get
Let's
it sorted
go
for
blue.
you.
The blue one looks nice. So you can change themes in here. The themes are really nice. Oh, this one he made where the CD is in the bottom right. It's got the PCN logo because, hey, I like to push the brand. But there you go. We've just changed the theme here. There are lots and lots of themes that you can have, but you can have 10 on your SD card at any given time. What's really cool over here is we can also have folders. So when we've got folders, we've got Atomisware, we've got Homebrew, indie games, ports, translation, unreleased, and as well as that, then underneath that, I've got all the retail games. Now, you can customize this exactly how you want to do it to your heart's content. Absolutely amazing. Is there a game that you're particularly fond of that I have over here, RazorX, and we can run that while we start looking at some web pages about some of the stuff that you do? Yo, Razor, any games? Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know if we've lost Razor there for a second, but I'm just going to go and load Daytona for now, and let's run that. Hello, Razor, are you there, buddy? Let me just bring up my Discord window here, just to see. Just going to type a message here, man. Not sure what's happened to comms there. I can hear you a bit now. Oh, you're back. You kind of disappeared there for a bit. So what should we start to have a look at? I was asking you for a game, but in the end, I've ended up going for Daytona. And that's what we're kind of looking at here now. And this looks really, really clean. Okay, this is really good. Actually, do you want to tell us a little bit about the adapter I'm using? So what was really, really cool was RazorX was actually kind enough to send me this USB to Maple adapter. We can look at the wiki in a second. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that, what it offers, what it kind of does, what it has for support? I know when I tried my arcade stick, I found it laggy, so I don't think it may not fully support the particular arcade stick that I was using. We'll have to look into that later, but it's an adapter that you use. Tell us a little bit about what the adapter does and, you know, how you put that double thing in and how it kind of, well, it gives you unlimited VMUs via a memory stick.
Yep, can you hear us all right now?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Golden.
I don't know what happened there. Yeah, essentially what it is a controller adapter. It supports multiple devices, various controllers, mice, keyboard, and other attachments. The compatibility list isn't perfect yet, but it does get added to, and it's mostly about, say you want to use the Xbox 360 controller on the Dreamcast because that's what you used to.
Okay.
Then you can't do that. And the added benefit to it is, yeah, you basically put a USB stick in it, and every time you boot a game through Open Menu, it will create essentially a version. What am I looking for?
VMU or a memory card without the visual, right? So a memory unit.
Yeah, essentially it's basically like a virtual memory card, and it will create one per game based on its game ID. So every time you load a game, you'll get like the full 200 blocks of storage.
So that's really, really cool. So guys, so I'm learning more about the Dreamcast. I remember having the Dreamcast, having 200 blocks in. So sometimes you'll get a game that will take up 4 blocks. Then all of a sudden you get a game that will take up 49 blocks, like a quarter of your bloody VMU, right? So you had to kind of manage it and everything. Now what this does is each game has an ID, right? It has like an alphanumeric code that gives it a significant, well, it identifies the game. It gives it a significant ID. Now, when you're adding, so for example, all the retail games are easy. When you add those onto a GDemu, they have their own ID. Absolutely fantastic. They just run. Now, what I was doing when I was adding like Homebrew and indie titles on there, say potentially something like Xenocrisis or some of the ports, for example, like Star Fox, Super Mario, initially some of those don't have a unique ID because they're not retail games. So what happens then is, let's say, for example, just a random term out there, I'm going to say the T800 because I've been playing Terminator recently. Let's say T800 is a generic term, and you'll end up having like 5 indie and homebrew games with that ID. And what will happen then is all of them will go onto that same, am I correct in saying they'll all go onto the same VMU? So that's why when you're doing this stuff, it's important as you're adding software onto it, name them properly and assign the proper IDs. Your normal retail games will get the correct ID, but anything homebrew or anything aftermarket, you may have to assign an ID yourself. And this is just so you can have one dedicated VMU per title. So if you've got 400 titles, essentially you've got 400 VMUs that you've got on a memory stick that's connected via a USB to Maple adapter. Anything you want to correct me on there, Razor, or is that about it?
Well, yeah, it's based on the game ID. So essentially a lot of the indie games will have just left the game ID like generic when they're generating the image. So a lot of them you'll see, like if you go down your list, you'll see a lot of them are like T000 and something similar like that. So it will work. You can play them and you won't have any issues, but a bunch of those saves will end up in the same virtual memory card.
Okay, now Takumi there saying that just get yourself like a VMU Pro. So what's the advantage of having a VMU Pro instead of using just a standard USB stick for unlimited saves via something like a USB to Maple?
There's no real advantage apart from it has a screen. You can, of course, if you're making your own USB for Maple, you can add a screen to it if you want to. But apart from that, apart from the added extras of like being able to play like VMU games and so on, strictly save related, there's no real advantage other than like, you know, cloud storage or something like that.
Okay, so if you get a VMU Pro, you can play. I know it can emulate like 8-bit systems as well. I mean, that's not something I'd be interested in
Yeah.
anyway. But you can play all the VMU games on there. You can get unlimited saves pretty much. And the other advantage would be if you've got original controllers. Now, I've only got the Dreamcast that I bought. I've only got one original Dreamcast controller. And I have to be honest, I don't mind the controller, but it's not a great controller. The analog stick isn't great on it. So the disadvantage, so here's a disadvantage of the VMU Pro, is that you would need an official controller to plug it into. Whereas with something like the USB to Maple, let me bring up that list back up. You've got, when we look at the compatibility list, which I thought I opened that as well, maybe okay, oh yeah, it just scrolls it down the page. So if we look at a compatibility list, look, you've got a whole bunch of different adapters, right? So you've got a fighting board, a Mayflash GameCube adapter, okay. You've got a whole bunch of stuff here, PlayStation 1, 2 twin USB adapter, so Astro City mini arcade sticks. So there's a whole bunch of different arcade sticks that you can run on there. You can see, I'm not going to read them all out, but there's a whole bunch of stuff there. There's a whole bunch of 8-bit Dowdle controllers. I did actually test a M30 with it yesterday as well. A Google Stadia controller for anyone that has signed up to the web service. And it looks like more controllers will get added to this, or they are being added to it. Hey, if you can connect the dance mat to it as well, joysticks, keyboards as well, right? Oh wow, it supports mice as well. So where the VMU Pro definitely has its uses, and I'm not criticizing the item, it does look really, really good. I did have a look at that, and I'm interested in one, but I just don't fancy paying £85 for it at the moment. I don't really have that kind of money to throw at it. So at least for me, a cost-effective solution is definitely a USB to Maple. But Takumi, definitely do get your point with that. Wouldn't use the original, wouldn't use an other controller than the OG controller. Oh, that's down to you. I mean, I don't mind the original controller, Takumi, but playing on it, like I'm in love with a DualSense at the moment, and I think you may have been one of the people that recommended that to me. So it's kind of your fault that I'm on this. But yeah, so I guess you know what, in an ideal world, it would be good to have a Maple to USB and a VMU Pro. So VMU Pro people, if you're watching this and you do come across this stream, if you want to send me one for a review, I will love to test it out. My email is on the About section of the channel. Yes, Pixel Cherry Ninja is shameless. All right, okay. Anything you kind of want to show us now? Anything you want to start with? Anything that you think is useful that people would like to see regarding the Dreamcast? I can load up a particular game if you like, or we can have a look at something on a web page.
Yeah, I'm just trying to push this update. Let's see. Here we go. Got it. I will just say though, to keep in mind for the person who says they like to use the original controller, which I do too actually, you can just either make the USB for Maple or buy it for very little money, and you can just put it in a different controller port. You could put it in, for example, controller port 4, and just use that for saving for games that allow you to save to a different port. So you can use that for saves and still use the original controller.
Okay.
If you really wanted to.
Okay, that's an interesting question. So I can put the USB to Maple in controller port 4, use a different controller to play as player 1. Would that mean I won't have to I'll have to remove a memory card from the player 1 port? Will it default to that? Because I imagine it will default to that. So if I've got the official controller in port 1 without a memory card inserted, and then I've got a USB to Maple in controller port 4 with like a controller connected to it and the memory stick, that VMU then will essentially become the main one that the Dreamcast will pick up for saving. Is that correct?
Yes, any port really, controller port 2, whatever you like.
Okay.
Not all games support saving to the other
that was going to be my next
slots.
question.
Yeah, some games they're like, yeah, you have to have it in like the first controller port and the first slot on the controller. It's like a bit weird. But the majority of games, they don't really care. They will just detect it as storage and let you save to it.
Right. Sorry, we've got Electron Ash in the house. Ash, how you doing there, buddy? So he says he's been chatting to you since before 2020 and completely forgot he's in the UK. You know, Ash is top, man. Top guy. Ash, hope you're doing well, buddy. You know, you're a top guy. Very, very helpful. Just a very, very awesome and helpful guy. I think Electron Ash is actually one of the fastest typers that I know in the world. Like when we do a message, I'm like, yo, Ash, like, what's up? Next thing, there's like 4 pages of text down there. And I'm like, okay, I can't read that. I have to go back, come back. And then I'll literally, my sentence will not consist of more than 10 words. Like usually I can do a 1-line finisher, then Ash is like, boom. I cannot keep up with the speed that guy types at. Absolutely amazing guy. Good to have you here, Ash. Okay, so what do you want to have a look at next? What shall we show people? So what we want you guys to get a Dreamcast, because I've had the Dreamcast for about 3 weeks now and I'm in love, right? I mean, at one point I had it disconnected. My wife was sleeping in bed and I said, I love you, baby. My wife woke up really happy and she found me kissing a damn Dreamcast.
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay. The canned laughter's a little loud today, I know that, but volume settings for that. Okay, so what should we show the people, right? So we've shown them open menu, what it looks like initially. We've spoken about USB to Maple. What do you kind of want to show them to get them into the Dreamcast? We can start with a particular game, some of the features of open menu, if there's other features in there we've not looked at, or we can look at, I don't know, whatever you go, Razor, you tell me.
Well, you could show them your SD card. It's very well organized. You could start there and go through the features and how to improve that.
Okay, well, to be honest, that was all you, right? So guys, RazorX, right, literally, like, it was like, hey, I've got a solution for your figure. We spent like, my evening was cancelled, man. We spent ages doing it, but we were chatting and messing around in between. So what's really cool is, for any game that's a retail game, you can go back to the open menu or even the GDemu menu. If the game is a retail game and it has soft reset built in, or even if it's a non-retail game, provided it's got a soft reset, if you do that soft reset, it will bring you back to GDemu like this over here. So having a look at this, okay, I want to change the theme and I want it to, oh, actually, will it? Oh, you know what? Okay, here's another question. So when I've got the USB to Maple, when it goes into the menu, does the menu have an allocated VMU to do the save of what theme I've selected?
Currently, it will save in the very first. It'll save on the very first memory card you have inserted or VMU, but in the next update, you will be able to choose where you want to save it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, where you want to save and load from.
Ah, okay.
So that is coming, but currently it'll just shove it on the first one it finds.
Right, okay. All right, we'll stick with this theme for now, but there are other ones obviously we can go into. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. I know what change. Okay, so over here, style folders. What else we got? We've got theme folders default. Exit to 3D BIOS, no. Alphabetical, multi-disc show all. So we can change that now to group stuff, right? So if I go back out a second, so let's find the multi-disc game. So again, this is just, it's all the tidiness. It's making this complete. It's making it very, very nice. I know there's a game, here you go. So see this game here, D2, disc 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now if we go into the settings menu, multi-disc, and we go to is it compact or is it? Yeah, it will be compact then, won't it? Multi-disc grouping. Same folder only. Would that be the right one, Razor?
I haven't really messed with those too much, but I usually have it set to same folder.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. Artwork on, item details, clock 12 hour. All right, okay, so now let's go to apply. Okay, and I'll go to save as well, just for good measure.
Well, apply will show you the theme. Obviously it'll apply the settings and show you the theme, but you will need to save if you want it to load up on the next boot.
Right, got you. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, so that's just showing. Oh, is that because of how we named it? We named it D2 Disc 1. Because it's rather than just showing us D2 there. So does it default to the first name then? Because look, disc 2, 3, and 4 have gone, but we've got disc 1 there. So we could essentially go and change that via the open menu software, couldn't we?
Well, it's only because you've hidden them. It's only going to show you disc 1, and that's the only one really you need it to launch. But I believe if you click on launch, it should ask you which disc you want to launch.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I mean, for me personally, I'd rather change that to D2 rather than just disc 1, only because it would bug me because it's all 4 discs there. So, but that is something you can do, obviously, right? You can go and change it. I mean, I could call it subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, guys, subscribe. So you can change that to whatever you like. Pardon?
Yeah, the only reason it says D2 disc 1 is because that's how it's named in the GD menu.
Right. We will at some point. Manager. We will take it out just to show you some of the stuff on there. What were we doing again? We were looking at some of the organization, weren't we? Let's go back to the top. So what's really cool is in open menu now you can create folders. So I've probably got close to 400 games on here now, or almost 400. So if we go all the Atomic Wave games, so it's got all the Atomic Wave games. Now these are ported, right, to run on the Dreamcast. What does it mean when it's ported like over to the Dreamcast? So I know what the term port means, but what's the advantage of having like the ported Dreamcast version as opposed to just running the Atomic Wave version?
Well, it's basically the same game. There's no difference. The Atomic Wave essentially was a Dreamcast, just in cartridge form. Okay. So it's I don't know the ins and outs of the actual image itself, but from what I remember Megavolt speaking about, it basically, he's just injected the image for that game into like the Dreamcast disc image.
Okay.
So it's not so much a port, it's just sort of converting it back, really.
Right. So I guess the ports would be more. Were they around or more beneficial if, for example, you weren't using GDemu, then you could burn it and it would run on your Dreamcast, right? Because if you have GDemu, you can actually either have the port that's made for the Dreamcast, or you can actually just run the Atomic Wave games exactly as they are, if I'm not mistaken now.
No. The games where you're talking about, the ports, they are the Atomic Wave games. There is no difference.
Okay.
They've literally just been converted, essentially.
Okay.
But there is no actual difference. I don't know if any of those games have actually been ported.
No. What I was meaning was when we've got GDemu, we can put like the actual like rips, like for the arcade version where you've got a coin button on there. But on the Dreamcast, for example, the ones that have been ported over to the Dreamcast, they don't have like a coin button. They've only got a start button. So it's like it's on free play on there. So what I was kind of thinking was before GDemu was around, could you burn them as a CDI and then play these games on a Dreamcast before GDI was around? Like you're burning a CD and putting it in your Dreamcast to play, say, something like Fist of the North Star.
Well, before, how can I put this? The GDemu was around before all of these, so these were essentially made for that, but they are in CDI format and they don't run as well as they do off GDemu, but they do run off disk. It's a bit more of a faff, but you can just burn them to disk and run them with varying degrees of success. But also, you can, if you go to the actual thread dealing with them, I believe you can run a command to inject the config into the CDI. Okay. So basically, if you want to change the controls, if you want to change the settings, you can do that and inject it and then play that one. Okay,
I don't think that's actually working. I can't remember where I got that rip from, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, I think some of my ones aren't actually. So what I'll have to do. So if I wanted to now on the memory card, because when I bought this on eBay, and the person had like one memory card with some Dreamcast games, and the other one had Atomic Wave games on there. But I can have the direct Atomic Wave games and everything just on the same memory card. I don't need to stick to ports or anything. You can mix and match them on your memory card, right?
I can't remember. I don't think Open Menu can run direct dumps of the Thomas Wave games.
Okay.
I'd have to look that up.
Do you know what we can do? All right, so look, let's talk about the organization. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this memory card out and I'm going to stick it in the PC so we can actually show you guys Open Menu. And I think that'd be good. And what I'll do in the meantime is I'm going to run the Thomas Wave SD card that's got like the arcade games and not the ones that are on free play, like the kind of ports. So again, like on the Homebrew, so all these folders are created in Open Menu, and it's a way to just fix everything. It's a way to organize everything. Now, if you notice down here, I've got stuff that's called like T24. I've probably got some other T's in here as well. Let's have a look at the bottom here. There you go. So what happened was when I put games on there, when I got this, I put lots of games on there together, and that's the wrong way of doing it. When you're doing this, when you're doing the retail games, they're kind of all right to put multiples on there because the ID, it will pick it up, it will recognize it. But for indie games and homebrew games, don't do what I did and dump a whole bunch of games on there, right, when you get it. Because what happens is, okay, they're kind of all right, they're unreleased, right? So I think it's mainly in...
You can, but you got to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, so so there's a way of going in, looking at the game, looking at the files, finding out what they are, and then kind of renaming them. Or in my case, I'm going to load up a game and I'm going to see what that game is, and I'm going to take a note of it. I'm going to rename it later because I've only got a little bit more housekeeping to go. I mean, Razor, what would you say? Would you say like I'm like 95% done as far as like menu tidiness goes? Because when I started, it was a wreck where I had blank spaces and everything.
Oh, don't remind us.
So
it was so bad.
I kind of played on this guy's OCD. He was so OCD, I just kind of sat there for like 3 hours, man. And this guy, like literally, it was an art form watching this guy clean everything. I was like, all right, well, cool. Thank you very much, man. And then, you know, as a thank you for me allowing him a few hours of cleaning on my machine, he then sent me a USB to Maple adapter. So super kind of him. Yo, Slopes in the house, man. What's he saying, man? I would love to fully hack up my DC Dreamcast and Redream is just too good. Right, you know what? Get the GDemu Slope, you need to get it. There's an invite link to SegaNet. Definitely speak to RazorX, get that done. It is awesome, right? So in the meantime, what I'm going to do now, guys, is let me bring up... So I'll tell you what, while I turn it off, so we can give the audience at home a little bit of visual candy. Is it under resources that I need to go to? Let me bring that up. So... is it resources I need to click? You can see my screen, right? Where's all the list of all the games and stuff? Sorry,
just
all your resources.
Click on my name, like where it says like what I've just posted right there, the top one.
The top here.
It's GDemu games list generator. If you click RazorX under that.
Oh, okay, so my bad. Right, okay, cool. Perfect.
And then you should be able to click resources 12.
Ah, perfect. Okay, cool. Right. Have a talk through that. I am now going to, in the meantime, I'm going to stick this in my PC. And then I'm going to put in that other SD card. And hopefully I've got it handy here. I think I have. I think I've found it. And I am hoping that is the correct one. So, yeah, Razor, while I do that, man, talk them through your... You've got control of the mouse as well. So feel free to highlight anything you want. And just give a little brief overview of everything that's available that you've worked on that people can use. And at some point in the stream, we will have a look at Phantasy Star Online. Because it's still bloody online, guys, right? Sega lives!
Yeah. It is also, I do also like to remind people it is offline as well.
Sorry, you cut out there. You
offline,
said, oh, it is offline, right? So it is offline because that's how I played it back in the day myself. So I've inserted the memory card, by the way.
Yeah.
The memory card's in there.
So you can't play. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Yeah, you can play it offline or online, depending on what you want to do.
I mean, you've played Phantasy Star, right? I mean, how many hours have you played it for again? Do you wanna? I mean, I don't want to embarrass you or put you on the spot. Actually, I do. Like, tell them how long you've played it for, guys. Can someone in chat take a guess? Sorry, I'm just gonna close this a second. Can someone in chat take a guess at how many hours this guy has played Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast? Now, he's played it more than I've played Monster Hunter for you, which is 800 hours, and he's played it more than I've played Monster Hunter World, which is 2,000 hours. Anyone take a guess how many hours this guy has played Phantasy Star Online for?
Too many.
Do you remember, if you want the people to see the windows, you need to drag it over to the left, yeah? On the, literally, over the browser window. Anything on the left side of the screen is visible to the people.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Cool. In the meantime, I'm going to play some games.
Just sneakily updating this.
No worries. Oh, I'm looking at some of the chat on my phone, actually. HDMI mod. Oh, so okay. Takumi's are saying that RazorX HDMI mod versus VGI out to external scaler, but that's actually, so Takumi, I take it you're talking about like something like the PixelFX DC mod, right? Versus a VGA. I know RazorX is very, very big on the VGA, and I know you told me to get that as well, Takumi. So I've actually got a VGA cable. So at some point I need to kind of play about with my morph a little bit.
Okay. And they want us to offer my opinion on which one.
So you've got control of the mouse again. I just adjusted the volume there.
Yeah. It completely depends on the setup, really. The problem with a lot of the cheap HDMI adapters is some of them do produce a fairly good picture, but some of them can produce interference. Some of them can mess with the colors, so the game appears darker, or the colours don't seem as right as they should be. And some are just really god-awful. Some of them...
I like the one I've got. The one I got with the one that I bought, I'm actually extremely happy with it.
Some are okay, but the problem is they can be all over the place. If you get a bad one, you could end up with a bunch of variable lag on the display and makes it very difficult to play games. If you can go with something a bit more expensive, a bit better, something in the sort of £60 to like upwards, however much you want to spend, like the Baja Bros adapters, things like that sort of price range, you will get a better experience. But if you've got the setup, if you've got a monitor that still has VGA or a TV, you can just go straight VGA, but that will limit you to 480p, but in most cases that's fine.
Well, I am actually going to try a VGA. I'm just scared to open up the morph and change the plate because I'm so heavy-handed. I end up breaking stuff. So I'll need some supervision. I would ask my wife, and she'd probably smash the morph in my head and go, "What the heck are you doing?" Anyway, guys, look, this game looks so freaking beautiful, right? Forget Echo the Dolphin, man. I would literally slice Echo up into fish fingers and eat it with some tartar sauce. Because honestly, like when it comes to the best game on any Sega platform that has a dolphin in it, Dolphin Blue is where it is at, people. It is bloody amazing, right? Right, okay, so by the way, if you would let me know, Razor, when you're ready to show stuff, because, you know, in between, I was like, all right, let's run a bit of Dolphin Blue. And this is what I love about the Dreamcast, man. It is me having an arcade in my bloody house, man. It is an arcade. Like, look at it. That's an arcade game. It is an arcade game. There's no differences there whatsoever. It is absolutely 100% an arcade game. Oh, are you trying to get the PCN logo on there, yeah? Don't smash my memory card. I know you've helped me with it, but I don't want you to break it. Dolphin fingers. That's what she said. Okay. There you go. I had to wait for that laugh to finish. I've got another button that laughs as well. Right, let me know when you want to bring the screen back on. Do you want me to bring it on now, Razor, or do you want me to wait a bit?
Give me 1 moment. I'm almost there.
No worries.
Just making sure your theme's ready to go.
Okay. I mean, so guys, like, so Razor made the theme, right? But this is what happens, right? When you deal with people that are very, very good at tech, it's like, yeah, man, no worries. We're going to do this. It's going to take 5 minutes anyway. 2 hours later, your wife's annoyed. You've skipped dinner and you've been holding going to the toilet because you just get involved in something big. And RazorX is exactly like that. He's a very, very talented guy. But I know when I'm going to link up with him to do something, or he's going to help me with something, I'm in it for the rest of the evening, man. Cancel your plans. But hey, it's not a complaint. That's a compliment.
Your theme's ready to go now. You just need to apply it.
Okay, no, that's fine. Do you want to oh, you mean apply it via the SD card?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. So, do you know what we'll do in the
run people
meantime?
through that.
No, that's fine. Shall we? Let me bring up the screen. And do you want to show people the actual open menu? So let me just bring that up and just go through it a little bit. Let's have a look. I'll leave this playing in the background. I might play it up. Right, the mouse is all yours. The mouse is yours. The mouth is mine. That's what she said. Right. Okay, go for it.
Did you say your SD card's already in it? Is it?
My SD card is inside the PC, my dude.
Okay, so let's load it up. It should oh, it's a bit laggy when you're doing it over the internet.
Oh, absolutely, man, absolutely. In the meantime, I'm going to load up another Atomic Wave game, so when we do get rid of
I'll not do it. Yeah, I'll not do it full screen because then I can't see anything else.
Remember, only you're going to have to... Yeah, let me drag it over. Yeah, drag it over. Make sure it's on that half. That's fine. And now it's fully visible now.
I thought so. There we go. So yeah, this is the GDemu card manager, the recently updated one. And this is the list of games in kind of somewhat decent order now.
And a disclaimer here, guys. I own every single one of these games legally.
100%.
Stop laughing, I bloody do, honestly.
And yeah, basically, whenever you change a theme, whenever you update something, you're basically just replacing this top one here. The rest of them just stay as they are, really. But you can go through and, let's say, if I want to rename that, you can just add whatever text you want and that will show up in open menu, however you name it. Same with this side section here. These are all the folders you want to put them in. So for the retail games, if I go down to one, yeah, stuff like 18-wheeler, like if I wanted to, I could put them in a folder dedicated to just numbers.
Do you know what? Put in a let's make a folder live here. So let's put a folder called like driving. So any vehicular game in there where you're driving, we can put it in there. So at least people can see how it's done. If you want to do that, Razor, you can put 18-wheeler in there. Instead of 0 to 100, put it on driving, and I'll keep it in there. I'll add some other stuff on there. So there you go, guys. And that's how simple it is to make a folder on this. It just makes everything much, much more manageable if that's what you want. I remember you putting like hashtags in front of the folder names. How come you haven't done that in front of driving?
Yeah.
Did you forget that? Look at that. I reminded my teacher.
It's just lag. That's all it is. Just pure lag.
All right. Okay.
Not me forgetting.
No worries, no worries. That was definitely you forgetting, man. No one believes you at all, man.
Yeah. What other games would you like? Here we go.
Well, it's called driving, so any kind of driving game.
I mean, I don't know every single driving game.
I mean, I think I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but I think Crazy Taxi might be a driving game. Could you not do it from a drop-down box? You can do it from the drop-down box, right? Just to show people, because some people don't like typing. They're really slow. Not me. I can type like at least 60 characters a minute.
I'm going to show that. Let's see. What else can we find? I guess that's probably one.
That's why I put driving in there, not racing. So as long as there's driving involved, then we've got that in there.
Is that one? I'm assuming that's one.
I reckon it is, yeah. That one I'm unsure of, right? So you can call me out on that if you're like, oh, are you going to do a bulk of them now? Yeah. So if anyone wondering how to do that, I'm going to help you out. Press the control button. Assign folder path. Here you go.
And then
do it from the drop down. Here you go. Driving. And that's it. As easy as that. So even if you put a whole bunch of games on there, and you want to put your ports, your homebrew, translations, multi-disc, fighting, Atomic Wave. I know the Dreamcast doesn't run like Naomi games, as in you can't get the Naomi dumps like you can Atomic Wave and run those. but it does have a lot of the Naomi games. Naomi games were available, like Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2, Marvel versus Capcom 2. Other games that were on that hardware are available to play. So again, massive props to everyone that's involved in that. I know Derek Pascarella has been working on this most recently, but who was the person that started this, just to give them credit and a shout out, that started the Open Menu project?
That was Mr. Neo 20, was it 2040? No, Mr. Neo 240, that's the one. It should also...
Propeller Arena is also worth checking out. Sorry, I've not heard of that game. I will check that out.
Yeah, this one is by Sonic and then updated by A-Team.
Okay. There you go, guys. Yeah. All credits there.
Actually, it tells you at the bottom.
Slopes, right? Slope is saying, I wish we got a few more years at the Dreamcast. Slopes, now is the time of the Dreamcast. There's still stuff coming out for it. There's homebrew. The homebrew scene is very, very active. Like, as soon as I got it, I was like, wow. Like, I've been going down a rabbit hole, man. I actually think, if anyone's unfamiliar, man, Slope's got a really, really good channel. Like, his videos are quality over quantity, whereas my ones are definitely quantity over quality, right? So there you go. There you go. You guys are seeing that as well. So Slope, I think if you started going down like the homebrew route of the Dreamcast, and especially having a look at GDemu, you'll find a lot of indie games, the homebrew stuff. I think you go down a rabbit hole of some really, really good stuff. It'll be amazing to see your kind of take on there. But if you want to get a GDemu going, feel free to reach out to RazorX. I can pass on some details, or join the Sega Net Discord. Best place where it's very, very active, and we can check stuff. You know, he can definitely help you out there. It's helped me a lot since I got it, so that was amazing. Yo, I am Mark Smith, a channel member in the house. How you doing there, bud?
There's so many indie games. Indie games come out all the time. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, there's still one I'm waiting to come out, like backed, which one was that? I'm trying to even remember now.
Okay. I know the one I'm looking forward to, but it's coming out for PC Engine CD first, is Nyanja, which is a single screen platformer where you're like a couple of cat ninjas. I had the developers of that over for an interview on the channel. That was really, really cool. So like, really looking forward to that. That's one. But if you do think of your name, then let us know. Right, okay. Do you want to? We haven't gone for an overview of all your different apps, right? So if I take over the mouse a second, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Right. So what is this over here? This is something where you were working on trying to get working, right? And actually, did we get that working? Did we get that working? Should we try that now, or do you want to tell us a little bit about the application? So GDemu Games List Generator. What is it and what does it do?
Well, it works for me. I don't know why it was giving you issues, but that is definitely something I'm going to look into, because what happened was I did have an older version of that, which essentially you put on your SD card, and whenever you want to create a list of all your games, like say you've got a bunch of games on your SD card, but you don't want to keep having to turn your Dreamcast on to sort of remind you what's on there, or like somebody asks, say, what games you've got. Basically what you do with that is you load it up, you select your SD card, and it will scan your SD card and it will list all the games you've got, and then it'll also like remove like disc 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Like even if there's like a game that has like 10 discs, which there's not, but just say for example there was, it would remove them all, and then you'd be left with, say, like Stupid Invaders disc 1. It would rename that so it doesn't even say disc 1. And then it'll tell you how many games you've got as well. So you'll see all your games, and it'll say this is how many games you've got. Like actual games, it'll ignore like I say all the discs, multi-discs, disc 2, 3. So you'll get a true representation of how many games you've got. And it will also tell you like how much free space you've got on the SD card and so on. Oh, nice. And then it'll let you save it a text file. And what I would do is I'd basically copy and paste that text file onto my Pastebin account, and that way I can literally just paste the link wherever. Nice. Recently, I've just updated it to add showing the game serial number as well as folders. Like if you've assigned folders in the manager like you have, it will show you the folders, and then it'll also show you the games.
Awesome.
If
Okay.
you click on it, you'll see what I
Let
mean.
me bring the screen back up because there was some. I just wanted people to see Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. Okay, so let's. Oh,
Yeah. So if I click it, see, this is what it looks like now that I've updated it.
Okay, nice. So yeah, good stuff there. All right, let's. Okay, so
For
this one
organization
here is
and keeping track of what you've got.
awesome. So this one over here, GD menu and open menu HD theme manager all in one package. I'd say, like out of all your packages, this is probably the one-stop shop, right? I mean, you can see
Yeah.
what's that one there? Is that number of downloads there, or is that number of
Yes.
different? Wow. So look, this has been downloaded 54,527 times, and if we look at everything else, it literally smashes everything else as far as
Yeah.
downloads go. So does this have everything else that's on the list, or is this just the most essential stuff? Is this like the Swiss Army knife package that you can get for the Dreamcast?
This is specific to GDemu users. This is, you download this, it comes with the ability to create your own themes. Like, it comes with a template so you can create your own themes. It comes with a software to convert and apply those themes in a sort of easy to understand manner. It also comes with the up-to-date SD card manager for adding the games and adding open menu and all that kind of stuff. So everything you need to get it set up, get started with all the latest open menu and everything that comes with it. That's
Nice.
what that contains.
Okay, so you don't need to go and get open menu separately. It's included in
Yeah.
your package. So whenever,
That's right.
and also the updater for open menu, is that something that you implemented, or is that something that's part of open menu? Because there's a nice updater in your one.
Open menu in itself and the GD menu card manager, they won't update themselves. They'll just stay as they are. My software is what updates everything.
Okay. So guys, that's
So every time I push an update, it will automatically download it and keep you up to date.
So to put it into perspective, for anyone out there, if you're going to get a GDemu or you've got a GDemu, you want open menu, this is really the ultimate package to get. If you're going to take one package away today out of everything, then this is the package to take away, because it kind of has everything essential that you need, right?
Yeah. I could demonstrate creating a theme if you like.
If you want to, what we got for time? We've got about 40 minutes before my wife might want it, but we might be able to swing about another hour. So, and I know you want to look at PSO as well.
Yeah.
No, you
I
can
won't create anything interesting. I'll show you the basics.
Okay, so you know the theme that you're creating, right? That means anyone can create that theme, right? I mean, I'd love to get the PCN one working. Yeah, I mean, if you can create that one and get it to work.
It's on there.
Is
it's
it
already flashed on your SD card.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
Yep, I'll show you. Like, say I want to create a open menu theme. Just an average person. I don't really have like Photoshop skills or whatever. I
just want to say, guys, if all of a sudden, like, something shows up in my search history for hot old grannies, it was research for my job.
100%.
Yeah,
totally agree.
Okay.
Right, so yeah, let's just pick that.
Okay.
That will do. Everything visible, yep. So I'll go in templates, and I want to create a folders. Oh no, I don't want to drag that.
Oh man, don't mess up my PC while you're here. I would never know how to fix that. The date is always the second column. The name is on the left.
Do you happen to? Did you install GIMP like I asked you to?
What, Phantasy Star? Yeah.
No, the photo editor.
Oh no, probably not. No.
Good job.
Cool. All right. Should we abandon that one, or are you gonna download that quickly? Oh,
Good job
GIMP.
with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm scared. Like Zed's dead. Bring out the GIMPs. I was like, nah. I thought you were trolling me there. I was like, he's gonna. I said he's gonna GIMP me. I thought like, because
Yeah.
one time, someone sent me a message and they said like, this guy, there's an old school friend of mine and they want to get a hold of me. And there was a link there. They said, yeah, they told me to forward you this message, and I clicked it, and there was this big body built black dude with the biggest ding dong I've ever seen, man. And after that, when I get something like GIMP out there, man, I am scared. I mean, I still have nightmares about that thing, man.
Hey, I didn't name it that program.
Yeah.
I didn't name that program that. I should say.
Now I need to watch Pulp Fiction, man.
I mean, I'm sure they don't pronounce it like that, but I mean, it literally says GIMP, so that's how I'm going to pronounce it.
It says GIMP, doesn't it? I wonder if it could be GIMP or something, or go. No, there's no other way of saying it, is it?
It's. I'm calling it GIMP. I don't care what they want to call it.
It's definitely GIMP. Definitely GIMP. Yeah. Oh, dude, I was proper scared for my life. I'm not even kidding. That proper got me. This was the early days of the internet. You know, when everyone was gullible about links and stuff. So, and I still remember it. And the guy was smiling, and the way he was smiling, and his picture was taken like that. He was making eye contact with me. Oh man, that scared me so much, man.
Is that what you had set as your background before it started?
I did, but you know, I had most of it redacted. You know, because it was you needed clearance. To be honest, to fit that thing, you probably need a heck of a lot of clearance.
There you go. Painless.
Okay, so we are gimping around. Remember, people can only see half the GIMP at the moment because it's on there.
Yeah,
but,
it's just loading.
it's all good. Wow, that is okay, guys. We have ourselves a GIMP. All right.
Right, so what you would do, providing you've got that installed, is load up my template, which it should do now. I've got to remember to keep it just half the screen. Just a bit laggy.
Oh yeah, no, it will be.
Here we go. And here's the template.
Ah, wow, okay. So guys, look, you want to create your own theme? Right? I mean, I'd say you don't need to complete or make your own theme. There's a Pixel Cherry Ninja one that's available. You guys should download that, and you don't need to play any games. Just run that. You know, when people come around, be like, "Hey, check out this absolutely awesome menu." You know. Okay, even I've gone silent after that.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, all good, all good. Right, I'm just looking at the menu for the game. Okay, Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. There you go, guys. You can complete your own theme.
I think this is a newer version of what I've got.
Okay. Oh, so you've got an older GIMP.
I do have an older GIMP.
You got an older GIMP. All right, cool. No worries. What was I gonna say? Okay. So we're gimping.
Yes. I think. Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, Electro Nash is looking forward to his Super Sega console. Do you know anything about that? You know about the Super Sega? Did you pre-order that, by the way?
Clicked the wrong one. Now I understand why it was being a bit weird.
Okay. Did you
I
pre-order the
didn't,
Super Sega? No. Okay, cool. So you got saved from Don Alejandro.
Yeah. I don't follow the FPGA scene too closely. Okay. I try to keep up as much as I can, but I've got enough consoles, honestly.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I have to say, like, look, well, you know, I wouldn't have gone for these consoles because it was a bit of a pain connecting them to a CRT. But since I got that, since I got an upscaler, I bought like a PlayStation 2, started using my Wii again, the Wii U even, and I mean the Wii U is HDMI, so I could have used it with a modern display. And then I was like, no, I've got to get myself a Dreamcast, man. I always, ever since I got rid of the Dreamcast, like whatever, 20 years ago or something, it was one of them consoles I always wanted again. So, you know, to be able to get it again is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
This is hard to do over the internet.
Yeah. Do you know what? We don't have to do the full theme, but I think most of the people have got a gist of it. I don't want you to go through this where we can show people Phantasy Star Online. Oh, you're done. Wow. Okay. So there you go, guys. RazorX gimped it over the internet, and yeah.
Yep. And then what you would do is put it in the custom folder.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm just looking at Demolition Fist. I didn't realize. It's got like two-player co-op stuff in there. No, I'm looking at. I'm multitasking because I've got that screen. I mean, the guys can see a little bit of it underneath, but this is nuts. There's like a spider monster thing that's climbing on a wall. Through it, shooting fire. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna. I know you're doing that. Okay, it's shooting fire through its gimp hole. It's absolutely nuts. Oh wow. Okay, so Takumi, I've never sold any console or my handheld aside from the Steam Deck. Oh, okay. So you know what, when it comes to consoles, like growing up, you know, cash was limited. So in order to get the next console, I had to sell the current one, or you know, like going from 8 to 16 bit, or going for a different thing. I just had to sell the other to kind of raise the funds. But mind you, I don't know if I would have stuck around and kept my old consoles. You know, it was more like you know, the Aladdin kind of thing where I just wanted that shiny new lamp, you know. And now that I'm older, I'm going for that rusty old lamp again. Let's have a look. Okay, so are you putting that theme on there that we just designed then? Yeah.
Oh, I'm just showing it working.
Yeah, you can put it on the SD card. Just get rid of one of the other ones or something if you want.
That's fine. It's not a very good one. But if I click here.
No, it's a good one, man. I like that. That's good. It looks Dreamcast, man. That's cool. Put it on there, man.
We'll the
try
steps.
Put it on there. It
might not work for some reason.
It might not. I remember we were close, but we'll try. If it doesn't work, we'll put it down to something up on my PC. There's something not quite. I don't know whether to say not quite right about my PC, but there's definitely an issue with my PC in the fact that when I was trying to format a large SD card to FAT32. GUI formatter wouldn't let me do it. It just wouldn't work, and I couldn't understand why. So then I had a light bulb moment, and I thought, well, I've got a couple of laptops. Let me try it on my laptop. As soon as I put it on my laptop, it just done it straight away. So there might be some software that conflicts with other stuff on here. I don't know what it is. I'll have to figure it out at some point. Yo, Dwayne's in the house, slapping on Alison Court as my background theme. Oh yeah, there you go, man. Who's Alison Court? Is that I take it that's a very hot lady, right? Well, it's not like Judge Judy's cousin, right? Another wrinkled old bat or anything. I'm not sure, but each to their own, though. I stopped trading in consoles and games after the original PlayStation came out. I traded my NES to get a SNES. And traded my SNES to get to PlayStation games. Being working age, I said, well, oh no, absolutely, that makes sense. I think even with working age, I never kind of saw. I never, like, when did I really get back into the older games? I'm not even sure, you know. In my late 20s, I started playing like arcade games again, but then I was playing those in the arcade. But there was always a port available for like the PlayStation. For example, when I played Third Strike, I don't actually mind Street Fighter 3 Third Strike on the PlayStation. I thought it was good. Everyone was playing it at the time. Tournaments was done on it. So that kind of scratched my itch. When it came to Super Turbo, 15th Anniversary Edition is really good. So that itch was kind of scratched. Enjoyed emulation for a while. And I think it's when I got to into my 40s that I really, really wanted like the older stuff again. And this is where FPGA gaming comes into it, man. The Mr. FPGA, everything that covers pretty much, I don't want the hardware. But Dreamcast, PlayStation 2 stuff, it doesn't. I really do like the hardware. Sorry, did you want to say something? Do you want to put a card in now or something? Or
yeah, you can put your SD card in and we'll get sorted.
So what we will do then in the meantime, while we do that, so let me, guys, always safely eject. Yeah, okay. Right.
Yeah, I do like what's happening with the FPGA scene.
Yeah,
but that's good. For me personally, because I've got so many consoles, it wouldn't really be worthwhile until they can do the sort of Dreamcast era and that sort of thing. Because when it comes to like N64, PS1, Dreamcast, all that kind of stuff, I've literally got the consoles next to us and I've modded them a lot. They've all like have HDMI out and everything. So for me, the only FPGA console sort of thing I've got is the Analog Pocket, which I really do like.
I like it as well.
I've got the dock for it, and I've mainly used that for the older systems. I've put my Mega Drive, Master System, all those systems away, and I use that for them.
Yeah, I mean the Mister is even better when the Mister's even better if you're playing it with a TV. The Analog Pocket, the appeal for the Analog Pocket for me is actually playing it as a handheld. Like, so initially when I got my Analog Pocket, I never bought the dock. I actually got the dock off a friend after. I bought it off them after, you know, because they weren't really using it. So that was me with that.
I was going to say I can't remember if I flashed it to the SD card yet.
Oh no!
You kind of
it's out now. Let's have a look.
Check. I probably did, but go to the end.
Go to the bottom. You mean?
No, the theme.
Oh, the theme. Right. Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of not really. There you go.
My theme's on there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. All right, guys. Okay, so this is now we're gonna find out if RazorX is legit. He's legit. Guys, this theme is available for all of you guys. I reckon you guys should download the theme, and what you should do is you should get all your family around there, and you should take yourself like a nice picture. You know, this is what you want to do. Have this in the background. You know, absolutely amazing. Oh, wow, dude, thank you so much, man. I mean, like,
no problem.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace the picture of the kids I have in the living room with this picture of this damn theme, right? Because it just looks darn good. Well, okay, there was okay. So if it doesn't have artwork, it defaults to that. Absolutely fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
That is, guys, that is the best theme in the universe. Absolutely amazing. You guys need to get this now, right? What game shall we run before? Should we go to Phantasy Star Online and? Or do you want to check something else? PSO?
No, let's go with that. Yeah. Why not?
What's really good as well. So okay, it's small things like this with open menu and the GDemu, right? So. With GDemu, you can't press the shoulder button to skip a page, right? Open menu has got that. And it's these little quality of life things, because on GDemu, I remember getting it and having to scroll down the whole list. So if I wanted to go from A to Z, I couldn't move up at A to go to Z. I had to scroll all the way down to Z. So in this, you can also move it right to skip a page as well. So they've done it's the little things like that it makes it very, very outstanding. And naturally having that theme there that's all I need, man. Okay, so Phantasy Star Online version 2. Now I really wish if I could give you the controller here so you could run ahead and play. Do we need to run any apps or anything? Do you want to show anyone any of the companion stuff? So tell us about how you can kind of make an account to still play online and whatnot.
That is done on the Silverint website. So you would first need to go on the website, register a free account essentially, and you would need to also register your serial and access number for whichever version of Phantasy Star Online you're playing.
So the serial and the access number, is that something that you would need from back in the day by having a Dreamcast, or is that something that you can get yourself now?
Back in the day, it would come with the game. You'd buy the game, and the serial and access key would be. In the UK, it was on like a slip of paper inside the box, and I believe in the USA, it's like a little sticker underneath the disc.
Okay. So is this loading, by the way? Does it take a while to load, or are we blacked out here or something?
It should just load. You might have clicked the wrong thing or something. I don't know.
Okay.
You did load it earlier, so
we did. It did work earlier. It came on. I know it took a bit of time earlier as well, but I don't remember it taking this long.
Not this long.
No, it wasn't.
Just
all right, let's
power cycle it and see.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's power cycle it. And I have to say, this Maple to USB adapters with I'm using a DualSense 5, and it seems to be okay. It's just when I plugged in my arcade stick, it didn't. The arcade stick I want to use, it felt laggy on there. So hopefully that's something that can get looked at, because I want to take my
Yeah,
Dreamcast around to my friend's house.
it's slightly just a compatibility thing.
Yeah, hopefully that can get resolved, because look, guys, I want to go to my friend's house where we used to play CVS2. I want to take a couple of arcade sticks there. This guy doesn't game anymore, right? His TV is so terrible that when I took the mister around there, when we were playing Street Fighter, I tried to do like a jumping hard kick to finish with a combo, and I would actually get a sweep out. That's how bad the lag was. I mean, you do a Hadouken, I might as well drive back home, go back to his house next time, and then the fireball would hit my face. It was terrible. So I've got like a 10-inch screen that I take. I want to take that with a Dreamcast, CVS2, 2 arcade sticks in the car. Good thing is my kids play with his kids, and my wife plays with his wife, or they mingle, or whatever they do, you know. So I need to go around there, and I want to take the Dreamcast around there, but I need like a couple of sticks to work on there, you know. All right, let's run this. So this did run last time. We did try this out when we put it on there. Let's have a look at some of the chat. I do have a 250 gig with the coin ops. Oh yeah, I've got some of the coin ops ones. Ash, they're really good. Oh, hold on, has that worked? That looked like the writing that we saw before. Oh, it's working. Okay, cool. So last time it didn't. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Here we go. All right. So this is a good game. I really like this game. I just didn't really understand it when the Dreamcast was around. I didn't even understand the concept of an MMO or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to press start button. It's the kind of first time we're getting in there. New game. Okay. I don't want to read that. I was feeling tired before this stream. I feel a little bit better. I think engaging with everyone there and just seeing like Electron Ash turn up, man. Ash, you made my bloody day, man. Thank you. Shall I skip this or shall we watch this? Is this a nice bit of scenery here?
It's very nice, and I highly recommend everyone watch it. But for the purpose of this, you can skip it.
Yeah.
But yes.
You know what looks really good as well? Look at your screen in a second. I'm just going to bring that out in again. Whenever we get anything sci-fi, it just looks really good. Look, Karen's fighting the Terminator while that is going on. And then what is it? Then we got Karen. You know, there you go. Look at that. We got a planet, and then we got Mars right in front of it, turning into a heart. Right, I'm going to press start here before people think, what the heck is this guy up to? Let's just bloody leave. Right.
I reckon Huenwell, or however you want to pronounce it, the next character over.
Okay, this one, yeah?
Click that one. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay,
should I talk about the serial access number now?
You can do. Do you wanna bring whatever you need up on screen? That obviously we don't want to put anything on there that's protected by copyright or anything. So, but whatever you want to show to help people, and there are, you know, we're doing everything that's legit. If you get that ready, you've got the left side of the screen. I will then, and when you're ready, I'll bring that part of the screen up via OBS.
We'll do the character first, and then I'll talk about the serial access number and the software.
I'm quite happy just to go with OK, to be honest.
Don't do that.
No?
Calm down.
Okay.
You need to give your character a name, but that's where the PC software comes in.
Okay,
cool. So with this game, I'll explain. With this game, you've got something called a section ID, and basically, as you're concerned, when you're playing, you create your character, and you'll get like a little symbol on her neck. You see the little black circle under her neck.
Okay. I thought she smoked too much. She had one of those voice changes on there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, that will change color depending on your section ID, and the section ID is what determines a fair few of your drops in game. So as you run around and fight and stuff, and they drop weapons and so on, that is partially due to the section ID you've picked. But Sega, in the infinite wisdom, never on whatever you call your character. So a lot of people, and I mean a lot even today, they'll just load up this game, they'll create a character, they'll pick the name they always go with, and they'll get just whatever section that was gonna give you them.
Okay. So what would you like me to do here? for it to be
game
optimal.
breaking, but yeah, but it's not optimal. Like for example, if you picked a random name and you got like yellow bow, the majority of the drops you find would just be money.
Okay.
So you'd find less weapons and stuff like that. You will still find them, of course, otherwise it'd be unplayable. But the majority of the drops are gonna just be money.
So what's the best thing to go
So-
for then? Let's go. Tell me what to do.
Right, if you can switch back to the PC, I'll show you.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, guys, we are going PC. You know what? Let's make this 30. There you go. Right. Okay, guys, we are going PC. Here you go.
Okay. And this here is an application that I created. And
Okay,
it's
you gotta
just
drag
a
that
section
across, yeah.
ID. Yeah, just a section ID calculator. So, for example, what's your default sort of go-to name for a character?
You could just put Z. My
If you
name
were to
ZEE.
Yeah. Let's see. Just like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Ah, you know
Okay.
what? That actually looks like me. Bloody hell, Sega absolutely smashed it. That looks like me as well.
Yeah.
The ninja from Metal Gear Solid. That doesn't look like me. I mean, I got moves, but they're
So-
not that big. I definitely want a male
section-
character. So I'd rather be the ninja dude. That one. I like that one. Is that a good one?
Calm down.
Yeah.
The what it's telling you is that name will give you Skyly, which is here. And it's
Okay.
saying recommended class hunter. So if you pick a hunter, which you've just loaded up, Skyly is pretty good for hunter. And it's right here, it's telling you, if you look, what is it? Mostly finds swords. So you're going to run around and you're going to find a lot of sabers and various other weapons. And depending on your name, like, well, even if I put like a space on the end,
Oh
that
wow.
will change it. If
That's
I put
nuts. So it was dependent.
2026,
Wow.
oh, that's the same. I'll put a space on the end. Let's see. There we go. It's a bit laggy.
So like
you
everything
go.
was dependent. That's nuts. Depending on
Yeah.
whatever name you gave yourself. So what is like? Is there an optimal name that everyone's giving themselves in order to get like the best drops in a specific class?
Yeah, my go-to is Redria. That's the best for the character I just shown you. But
Go
You'd
for it. Let's have a
basically
look.
just-
Go on. Put that name in. Let's see what it gives us.
yep. So, with what name?
The one you said, Redria.
No, that's this. That's the section ID. That's what this is.
Ah, okay.
So you would pick your name based on what section ID you're going to get.
Okay.
So, for example, if you just let's see if I can make this a little bit better. Let's see if I can. Let's put it like a space here. There you go. If you enter that in PSO now,
Okay.
so if you
So
go to
let's
your
go back onto
Dreamcast,
it. Yep. Let's
Yep.
let's bring that back on. Okay.
And now
so
for
just under
character
character
name.
name, yeah.
write it exactly like that.
Okay.
So capital Z
yep.
AE space 2026.
Are the numbers upper or lowercase?
They're just numbers. You can't change those.
Okay. There's no space at the end of it, is there?
No.
Okay. So enter.
Yep. And
Okay.
then if you click OK, there you go. That's the section ID that it said you were going to get, and
Okay.
you did.
That's nuts. So guys,
And
if
with
you
this
want to get
one-
into Phantasy Star Online, this is the way to go about it, man. That's nuts. So how do I turn into that ninja character? Or is that the character that I've got?
That's just whichever character you choose.
Ah, okay.
And also,
Shall I go
one of
back
those
to-
characters, you just click A.
Okay.
One of those, specifically that the female ninja one, is for the original
have to go
Xbox and GameCube
offline.
version.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you want to tell us a little bit about? I tell you what. While we're doing this, while we go offline, do you want to bring up if you go into my browser and then maybe bring up the online stuff So guys, you can actually still go online and play Phantasy Star Online with other people. So remember you showed us that website where it shows you how many people are online. Maybe that one combined with what you actually need, like the wire with the voltage regulator, the Raspberry Pi, like what you need.
I can try.
It costs like £100 and something to kind of get that up and going. But it might be, you know, if you want to go online with it, maybe you can. It does vary. Okay. So wow, man, it's looking good. Oh, by the way, what's the new Phantasy Star online like? The one that came out, it's available on Steam, like a newer version of it. I kind of tried it. It seemed all right, but again, like I never have time to go through and play games. Yeah, Razor, what do you think about the new Phantasy Star? Did you try it?
I didn't really try it, to be honest. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, it looks pretty decent, but to me, I've always just been a sucker for the Dreamcast version. Although the original Xbox and GameCube versions are also very, very good.
I was out for the Xbox, wasn't it? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just a remake of this one for the Xbox, or was it a different game?
It's this game as well as a new episode and a new character.
Ah, nice. Okay. Shall I go out to Pioneer 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you gonna quit and save, or are you gonna play it for a little bit, or
no, I don't
what
mind.
would you
No,
like to do?
We'll go into like one battle quickly before we check some other stuff.
Yeah. You just head straight through there then.
Straight, what, left or right?
Straight ahead.
Here, yeah. Okay.
No, I say straight ahead and you turned right.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it after. It was a lag. Right. Okay. Cool.
Sure.
Let's go. Okay. So hold on, guys. While we're doing that, let me bring up the web page again, and I'll let you take over while I'll play a bit of this. So here you go. Mouse is yours, buddy. Go for it.
All right. Yep. So this is the Dreamcast Live website. This shows you all the current games that you can play online. And they are working on other ones, like for example, Speed Devils Online, this one here, that was only like added like last year, I believe. It was fairly recent. But yeah, these are all the current games that work online.
Nice. So there you go, guys. You can actually play it. Right, let me take that off. Do you want to find like an adapter? I'll let you take over the mouse again. Sorry, I'm just going to close off the screen. Okay, cool. I might actually exit this now. Do I need to save this now in case I want to go back?
Well, before you do that, head back before you quit and save. I'll show you a little top tip.
Okay.
Yeah, if you take the teleport back. There's a few little quirks with this game, so you got to kind of learn the little sort of hidden things.
It's still a beautiful looking game, man. This is aged so well. It really is. Really, really well.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so I will explain with the Dreamcast version, and it's not a case with the original Xbox and GameCube version, but with this version, if you press start and you go to items, item pack, and then you go down to mag, you click that. Right, now if you tap the R trigger, yep, you see here how it says synchro 40%.
Yep.
With the Dreamcast version, there's a little quirk. If you keep your mag on you and equipped like that, and then you save and quit, that synchro will drop down by 10%, if I recall. It's either 5 or 10%. So the next time you load this game up, it'll be 30%, and then 20%, and then 10%, and then 0%. And initially you might think, who gives a crap? But if you've gotten that to max level, like max level for your character and the mag in this is 200. So if you've leveled it all the way up to 200 and you've got it really high stats, like every percent counts. So the trick to get around that is to go and deposit it in your bank. So if you come out of here and you just run straight ahead to the counter.
Okay.
And then you just talk to this lady.
Is that like a bug in the game where it goes, or if Okay,
I'm
deposit.
not entirely sure if it's classed as a bug. I don't believe so. I think it was intended, but it's kind of a bit of a shame, really. Yep.
Okay, I've deposited that
Because
now.
initially it doesn't really matter, because as you feed it and so on, that will go up. But if you're at a position where like it's max level and you're not really going to feed it, because sometimes you can feed it the wrong thing and the stats will drop. So at that point, it's kind of a bit of annoyance, you know.
Okay. Right,
So now
so
you can quit and save.
it is just
Just
okay. So you go quit
yeah,
first, and then it off. Oops.
it will save it. Yeah.
Cool. Perfect.
Just remember the next time you play to equip your mag first.
Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Now we'll do. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Phantasy Star. You can
Yep.
still play it on and offline. Online, you need to get an adapter. There is stuff on there, but guys,
I will
if you want
show
more
that.
information, there's a Discord link in here for SegaNet, and RazorX can be found on there all the time. Okay, are we back in the Yeah, we are back in the GDemu menu. All right. Okay. Do you want me to bring up a web page or anything? Anything you want to show, or?
If go to the web page, I'll show a few things.
Yep. Sure. There you go. Oops. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Right.
Yep. So, as I was saying, these are all the games you can play online, and they also have a shop here, and they sell that USB for Maple adapter. I think some of these might be out of stock. At least it will say. Actually, no, I think they're back in stock now. Yeah, like some will say out of stock. But there's a USB for Maple, and then various Raspberry Pi setups, depending on what you need. Like, for example, say you've already got a Raspberry Pi, it doesn't matter which one it is, for the most part, it should work. So then all you really need is either a modified USB modem or one of these, which is essentially does the same job, but it's without the modem. So you can either go that route, or you can buy like the full setup, or if you've got like basic soldering skills, you can make your own. It's quite easy to do that. So if you make it yourself, then obviously you're going to pay a lot less. And if you like say buy a second-hand Pi off eBay, or even like a cheap brand new one that's like a Pi 2 or Pi 3, then yeah, you can't go down that route. This is the Silverant website where you'd create the account for Phantasy Star Online, and it'll tell you like which servers are online and who's playing.
This is a fan base site, right? This is something the community have put together in order to keep Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So how's this funded? Is this just fans funding it? Can you donate to this, or but you can ultimately play for free, right?
I
Yeah. Here you go.
so,
Yeah, they've got a Patreon there, and buy me a coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, and this will essentially let you play online. There you see, like, there's a couple of people just came online there.
Okay. Now, if for the other games like Daytona or something that's online, how's that done? Is that via a private server, or is that peer-to-peer? Do you know, or
all of them are?
What, via a server?
I believe some of them you can essentially connect directly to other players.
Okay.
But a lot of them are private servers.
Okay. Now that's really cool. So and we saw a list of like the games that are available to play.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Any other kind of stuff? Because we can literally wrap it up anytime now, in between now and say the next 20 minutes. So if there's anything that you feel will really benefit the people, if anyone's got anything they'd like to ask, then go ahead.
I would like to mention that if you are interested in playing Phantasy Star Online in particular, and you don't already own it, just be very careful if you actually buy it off eBay, because there's a lot of places on eBay where essentially they're just retailers. They understand it's a Dreamcast game and that's about it. So I personally, and I know a few other people that have bought it off eBay, like say they bought like a Japanese copy or a US copy or whatever it may be off eBay, and it hasn't come with a serial access number. So essentially you can't really play it until you get one. And I've even seen people list it as complete, but it doesn't come with a serial access number because they don't have a clue. That is why I created software to generate that. Because before my software, people would just essentially search Google for like a serial and access number, and you'd end up with everyone basically using the same one, which you can't register to play it online if you do that, and like nobody wants to use the same serial number as like 100 other people. So that's why I have software that'll let you generate that. But I did create it so people could do that and people could get away from using shared serial and access numbers. It'll also let you take your save. Say you've already got like a level 50 character that you used a shared serial and access number on. You can copy it to the PC, use my software to decrypt it, replace it with a unique one, and then put it back on your computer and still keep your character.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And the whole reason I did that was to get away from people using shared serial access, serial keys and access numbers and stuff. But obviously I would recommend you just buy the game and just ensure that you're getting it with it, because then you've got your own legit one.
I mean, it must be quite expensive, right, to buy one with a serial number and everything now. There can't be too many of those around now.
I mean, for the most part, it's all right. You will run into two issues. Well, actually, a couple. One issue is either like you'll go on eBay to look for, like, say you want a PAL copy of Phantasy Star Online version 2. You will run into the issue where either it doesn't come with one, so you get the disc and nothing else, like, so you can't actually use it unless you use my software or whatever. 2, it will come with it, but because they don't have a clue what they're doing, they'll post the images of the game, the cover, the manual, and the serial access number on eBay, so anyone can just take it. Yeah. So even if you've bought it, the likelihood is someone's already seen it and then just used it. But Silver and Art, you can, like, if you go on there to register the one you actually own, and it says, sorry, someone else is using it, you can email them, and if you provide them proof, like you provide them an image of the disc and so on, then they will change it over to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
that
yeah,
is awesome.
That can also happen.
Sorry, just wanted to show people here as well. Look, the driving folder that we created and the games that put in there. So very, very easy just to use the software. And I mean, you can tweak it to your liking, you know.
Yeah, and you can change them at any point, remove them and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very easy to do.
Actually, if I should be able to, if you go to, if you load up the website for a second, the web browser.
Sure. I just wanted to start Dead or Alive because nothing. Okay, give me a second. We'll take over the mouse. Lenovo. Okay, cool. There you go.
If let's see. Yeah, I'll just click this for an example. See, this is how I've got mine laid out.
Okay.
So the whole reason I put the hashtag in front of yours and how I've put it in front of mine is because that will essentially put them at the top of the list.
Ah, got you.
Whereas,
okay, so I thought that was a requirement. That's not a requirement. That was literally just to put it at front of the alphabet.
If you're creating folders, I recommend doing that, because otherwise, with my setup, what I would have is 0 to 100, AC, DC, and then I'd have like emulation, then I'd have like G to I, then I'd have like indie games and so on. Like, I'd have all of those folders dispersed in between these.
No, that's
so the way I've got it set up, they're all at the top.
Oh, got you.
These here, all of these here are official games.
Right.
So like AC to like Y and Z, and this one, yeah, all of these are retail games, and then these are like the indie games and homebrew software and various things like that.
Perfect. No, that's banging. Absolutely banging.
Yeah, that's how a normal person might lay it out. Yours is a bit.
You don't know about my chaos, man. Let's have a look at after you do this. Show people Derek's site as well, where you can get translation patches from.
I've put this in place, but in like the next version or two of Open Menu, this may not be super required, because you're going to be able to own covers through the software itself. But because right now the cover section on like Open Menu is a bit all over the place, I have recommended game IDs in my software. So if you were to set it up and you want to cover art for everything, you can go through some of these games here and replace the game IDs with the ones I've picked here, and you will at least get a cover to show up.
Nice.
Or you can do it yourself, but yeah, I just did that to make it a little bit easier for people.
And you can put custom covers as well, right, with Open Menu if you've something that you really like, or is that
right now you can use the software that I've included with my, let's see, all-in-one package. Will this, yeah, if I go back here with my all-in-one package here.
Do you want me to double click it? Oh, you got it, okay.
There we go. Under optional, I've got this tool here, and that will let you open the box.dat for open menu, and it'll let you sort of mess around with the covers and so on.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's
I mean, it's nice. It's a very very open tool. But I guess the good thing is if there's any kind of feedback that could improve this, you're always up for it. And if it's something that can be implemented and is worth it, then it's worth doing. So over here, this is Dreamcast Forever. This is, one of the other legends as well as RazorX is Derek Pascarella. That part of the A team. I mainly know them for a lot of their translation work that they've done, and obviously bringing Open Menu to where it is now. Yeah, they've done a heck of a lot. Very, very nice guy. I do speak to them on X sometimes, but yeah, good stuff there.
Yep, these are all the various translations that he's been working on with his team. There's a bunch of games. I think maybe he lists some of these that he hasn't worked on. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. I mean,
his
biggest
you, like,
one,
whether it's complete and so on.
Yeah, the biggest one that I remember was that. So there's for anyone that likes Samurai Showdown and likes visual novels,
This one.
there is that's the one, Nakaruru, the gift that she gave me. So I've done a video on it when it first came out, man. It's pretty amazing. I just won't have the time to play visual novels now. But it's really, really cool. It's just really nice. I had no idea that there was a visual novel out for a Samurai Showdown game. So that was pretty banging. Okay.
Would you like us to quickly run through the steps to do this? Like,
yeah, go for it. And you know what? After that, I think we might call it a gangster rap and kind of round it up there. But yeah, talk everyone through the steps of what to do when you want to patch a game, because I know how to patch stuff with like an IPS patcher that I use online, but that's mainly like console games.
This is easier.
Yeah, it's really? Wow. Can be easier than that. All right, show us.
Right. Well, first, what you would need is the Japanese version of the game, of course. If you've got a GDemu, then you know how to do that. You'd take the Japanese GDI version of this, put it in a folder, and then you would download the patch from here. So this one here. If I click this, will it actually try to download it? I don't want to. There we go.
So it's the next Delta patch, right?
Yeah, I would ignore these, and I would just go with this one, the DCP one.
Right, okay.
Because these are for CDI, but if you've got a GDemu, then you want to go for the DCP one, because that'll do the GDI. There's a X Delta one for GDI as well, but we'll go with that. And then you want this software, which he also created. And basically, you just load up this software, you choose the disk.gdi or whatever it's called, something.gdi out of the folder for the Japanese game, and then you'd select the patch you just downloaded and patch it, and it will patch the whole game, tell you when it's done. It'll make it into a separate folder. You drag and drop that folder onto your GD menu card manager and add it to your SD card, and off you go.
That is banging, absolutely banging. Guys, before we start wrapping up, is there any questions? Because there was a lot of chat. I have missed, or we've missed the vast majority of it. But is there anything that you want to ask while we've got Razor here and before we wrap it up? So if you've got any questions, I'll hang about like another minute to see if anyone comes up with anything. I am monitoring chat. So after Electron, Ash, and Dwayne's 2 comments, anything after that, let's check it out. If you've got any questions for Razor, or if you've got any kind of feature suggestions that you'd like to see, maybe you've seen something and you're like, oh, that's really nice, but hey, what about this? This would be really cool. So if you've got it in there, whack it in there. If not, hold your peace forever.
I will say as well, if you have a bunch of saves, let's say you've been playing Dreamcast on Flycast, the emulator, and you've got a bunch of saves for games that you don't want to lose, but you've just picked up an actual Dreamcast and you want to copy them over with the USB for Maple or one of the other devices like that, or even a serial SD adapter and Dreamshell, you can extract those saves from the Flycast image, and then you could either use this, the VMU disk builder, you could use that and create a CDI with them on there, or you could to your USB for Maple and so on, and essentially transfer them over, and vice versa. Like if you've got a save on the Dreamcast you want to put on Flycast, you can also do that. And let's see, I'll close out this. Do you have it in here? Let's see. Yes, this here, my software for VM2 and USB for Maple. This software also comes with it here. This is what you would use. I will just open that one for now and move this. Oh, there we go. This is what you would use to load in your Flycast save. It's essentially the same as what you'd get on a USB for Maple. It's basically just a virtual memory card.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you'd load it in it here,
so
and then you could extract the saves.
If someone's invested a whole load of time via software emulation, they can bring it over to a GDemu.
Yep, you would just find where it's created your VMU dump, bring it into here. You'd see your saves come up here, extract them, and then with this same software, you could easily transfer them to your USB for Maple or VM2 or VMU Pro.
Okay. Let me bring that on screen here. 1 second. There you go. Right. Okay. Yeah, good stuff. All right. You know what? Let's start wrapping up, because honestly, I know when me and you talk, Razor, it ends up being a long thing. But we've got to draw the line somewhere. Let's finish with a nice bit of eye candy. So, do you know about the Dreamcast version? If you put your age to 99, do certain parts of female anatomy get bigger in this, or was that the PlayStation 2 version, or was that this version as well? Do you remember? No. You're an honest guy. You're not like me. You're not like me. That's the first thing I did, man. When I played this, I was like, go to the options, put my age as 99. They're like, you're not that old. I said, you don't get it. I like the airbags. Okay, guys. So, look, it's been awesome. Look, RazorX, thank you so much for literally everything you've done, all your help offline, your kindness, your time, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on to this stream and just educating us about all things Dreamcast. The Dreamcast is very, very active. It's very, very alive and kicking.
Very active. Yeah.
I'd recommend anyone out there get it. Look, I have found one on eBay, £170, GDemu modded. There's a certain version. What was it? It's version, do you remember the version 25.04 or something?
Not quite. 5.20.5.
5.20.5, right? So that's the one you want to get. But guys, anyone that wants to get involved, there's an invite link to the SegaNet Discord server. Go on there. Any questions, feel free to ask RazorX. You know, I really want to get more people playing Dreamcast. I really love it. I mean, look how beautiful it looks. You know, any game out there where there's a bit of panty action is my type of game. Hopefully my wife's not around.
It's also very easy to install the GDemu if your Dreamcast is a VA1, which you can see on the bottom of the shell. If you flip your, like say if you've got a PAL or US Dreamcast and you turn it upside down, you'll see a little circle with a 1 in it and then PAL. That'll say this is basically a VA1 Dreamcast.
My bad. Sorry, sorry to interrupt. Takumi asked a question. Sorry, Takumi, what was your question? Let me go up and find it. It's really sorry, you end up getting caught with stuff. Where is the question? Oh, did anyone try the Retro Fighters D6 controller? There you go, Takumi, my bad. Did anyone try the Retro Fighters D6 controller? And I know Retro Fighters, do they make like those 8-bit?
It's decent, yeah.
Is it decent? Yeah?
It's decent, yeah. It is a decent controller. I do like a lot of their controllers. They did have a few issues in the beginning when they first started making them, like the original Dreamcast controller. The triggers for some people were a bit off, but they have gotten a lot better. The quality of their controllers now are really good. They do wireless and wired as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, Takumi, apologies for missing that, but
Yeah, I will say one
it is
thing.
a school night, yeah. Sorry, go on, Razor.
Yep. I'd have to double check because it's been a while since I looked at the D6 controller specifically, but I believe if that's just the wired one you get, there will not be any sort of VMU slot or anything like that, so you'll have to keep that in mind. It will tell you on the page when you're looking at it whether, like, you'll see if the controller obviously it can't fit in, and if it's literally just a straight cable into the Dreamcast, then you will have to take that into consideration. Otherwise, it'll come with like a little separate dongle or something. But I'm pretty sure for that one specifically, it won't support a VMU or anything.
Ah, okay. I've actually got a 6-button controller somewhere. A friend gave me, but I can't remember where they put it. Gave it to me a couple of years ago. I took it because it was a free controller. You know, I thought one day I might get a Dreamcast. Now I've got the Dreamcast. I don't know where this 6-face button bloody controller is, man.
That's how it always goes.
I
I
know,
will
man.
say to Electron Ash there, yeah, he is correct. The 6-button one is, yeah, it's just like the Sega Saturn one. It's basically just a D-pad and 6 buttons.
Yeah, I think I've seen that, man. But all right, cool.
It
Well,
may
look,
have triggers, but I can't remember.
cool. All right, well, look, guys, with that, we're going to wrap it up. I'm definitely going to be doing some more Dreamcast streams. And RazorX, you know, you're welcome to come on again. Maybe we can do something else. Once I've got my Dreamcast fully set and we're a little bit further along, and you know, we can kind of grasp. Let us know. Leave some feedback on the channel. Feel free to comment on the video if you're watching the replay. And if there's other stuff on there, you know, maybe we can get RazorX again. You know, pull him out of his busy schedule of, you know, get him out from the coding that he's doing to come back on here again. But yeah, Electron Ash, good night. But we know it's not good night for you because you're going to be up to like 6 a.m. right, and then go to sleep. Whereas you're going to be going to bed probably when I go to sleep and wake up to go to work. But anyway, guys, look, absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you all for hanging around. Honestly, it's a school night, a work night, and it's freaking amazing. Absolutely love it. And once again, RazorX, thank you so much, dude. Guys, this is Pixel Cherry Ninja and RazorX out.